The gray dust settled on everything in this dead city. Cal Darnell pulled his scarf tighter over his nose and mouth, squinting through protective goggles at the skeletal buildings that stretched toward a colorless sky. Wind howled through broken windows and hollowed-out doorways, carrying the acrid smell of ash and oxidized metal. 3 weeks, he muttered to himself, voice barely audible over the constant wind. 3 weeks since I lost contact. His fingers instinctively touched the worn patch on his shoulder, faded insignia of the 42nd Reconnaissance Unit, Earth Colonial Forces. The memory of screams and explosions flashed unbidden through his mind. His squad, his friends, gone in minutes when the alien defense systems had activated without warning. Only he had made it out alive. Cal adjusted the weight of his pack and checked his handheld scanner. Battery life, 42%. Water reserves, 27%. Food, enough for 4 days if he rationed carefully. His ammunition was running dangerously low, just 3 energy clips for his pulse rifle and a half-charged plasma pistol. Not nearly enough if he encountered serious trouble. He paused at a junction where 2 broken streets met, considering his options. The eastern path led deeper into the alien city, where there might be supplies but also greater dangers. The western route seemed to lead toward the outskirts, potentially offering escape but fewer resources. A strange mark on the cracked concrete caught his eye, a long, deep scratch that couldn't have been made by falling debris. Cal crouched to examine it, running his gloved fingers along the groove. Too deliberate, too fresh. Nearby, another mark and another. Then he saw it, a smear of dark liquid, burgundy-colored against the gray concrete. Not human blood, but definitely blood of some kind. His training told him to avoid potential threats, to turn back and find another route. But something else, curiosity, or perhaps just the loneliness of 3 weeks in isolation, urged him to follow the trail. The scratches and blood droplets led him to a collapsed building, once probably an impressive structure, but now just a heap of fallen walls and twisted support beams. A narrow opening had formed between 2 large slabs of material. The blood trail disappeared inside. Cal hesitated, weapon ready, listening intently. A faint sound reached his ears, labored breathing punctuated by what might have been a growl. "Hello?" he called softly, immediately regretting breaking the silence. The breathing stopped abruptly. Something moved in the shadows. Cal raised his pulse rifle, charging indicator humming as he aimed into the darkness. "I'm not looking for trouble," he said. "Just passing through." A low, rumbling sound emerged from the gap. Not quite a growl, not quite a word. Then, slowly, a figure dragged itself into the dim light filtering through the ruined ceiling. Cal's finger tightened on the trigger, then froze. She was unmistakably female in form, but unlike any human woman. Standing, she would have been over 7 feet tall, with powerful limbs covered in reddish-brown fur. Her face combined human and feline features, with a short muzzle, whiskers, and large, amber eyes now narrowed in pain. Long, claw-like nails extended from her fingertips, and a tail, also covered in fur, lay limply behind her. Most notably, a deep gash ran across her side, matting her fur with blood and exposing torn flesh beneath. "You're hurt," Cal said automatically, lowering his weapon slightly. The alien woman bared her teeth, sharp fangs that could easily tear through flesh, and made a hissing sound. She tried to back away, but winced visibly when her weight shifted to her injured side. Cal's mind raced. She was clearly from the same species that had inhabited this city before whatever catastrophe had befallen it. But he had never seen one alive before, only in briefings and intelligence reports that had described them as hostile and territorial. The smart choice would be to walk away. She was injured but still dangerous, and helping her offered no tactical advantage. And yet, Cal slowly lowered his rifle completely and held up his empty hand in what he hoped was a universal sign of peace. "I'm not going to hurt you," he said, knowing she probably couldn't understand his words. "I can help with that wound." The Beastwoman's ears flattened against her head, but she didn't retreat further. Her amber eyes studied him with intelligence and wariness. Moving deliberately, Cal set down his rifle and reached for the medical kit in his pack. He pulled out antiseptic spray, synthetic wound sealant, and a compression bandage. Basic supplies, but better than nothing. He held them up one by one, pantomiming their use. The alien woman watched suspiciously, but made no move to attack. "I'm going to come closer now," Cal said, his voice soft and even. "Just to help." He approached slowly, half expecting her to lash out with those formidable claws. Instead, she